If you're over 50, the way you use your legs will affect how you move for the next 30 years. But there's a debate. Is it more important to have mobility or strength? The truth is you need them both. And the deep squat and the horse stance are great ways to achieve them. But if you're sitting there thinking there's no way I'd be able to do either of those, I'd get stuck down there and never come back up, then keep watching. In this video, I'll show you the unique benefits of the deep squat and the horse stance and how to get started even if you're a total beginner with bad knees. Let's start with the horse stance. The horse stance was founded in martial arts as a rooting exercise, and masters have been known to hold it for hours to build mental toughness. But you only need a few minutes to see the benefits. The horse stance is a great way for improving glute and core strength, for opening up your hips and improving the flexibility in your inner thighs, and improving body awareness. Now we'll get to the how-to in just a moment, but first let's move to the deep squat. As compared to the horse stance, which is a very active exercise, the deep squat or a resting squat is more passive. Once you get into this position, the goal is to relax into it and use as minimal muscle force as possible. The deep squat helps improve mobility in your hips, knees, and ankles, and it's also a great way to unload your spine. It feels really good if you have degenerative disc disease or spinal stenosis. So now let's get into the how-to. We'll start out with the horse stance. And to start out, we want to do a shallow horse stance. So you'll spread your feet wide. Your toes should be pointed either straight ahead or angled slightly outwards. But wherever you go, then you want to angle your knees out so they point over your toes. Then you're just going to sink down until you feel a stretch in the inner thighs. And just go shallow at first. You don't need to get down to a parallel angle. Just go a little bit into that horse stance and feel a stretch in the inner thighs. Your weight should be between the ball of your foot and your heel. So try rocking forwards a little bit, rocking backwards a little bit, and then finding that sweet spot right in between. Additionally, you want to maintain an upright trunk position. So you don't want to be arched up like that. You don't want to be bent forwards like that. Your goal is to roll your hips underneath of you and maintain an upright trunk position. Sometimes I'll talk about hugging a tree. If you put your hands out like that, that kind of counterbalances you and helps you learn the position. And again, shift forwards a little bit, shift backwards a little bit, and then find that sweet spot right in the middle. Now work on holding this for 30 seconds. And again, just go as deep as you can comfortably, even if that's not very deep at all. Over time, you can progress to holding it longer and sinking down lower and lower until you get to more of a parallel position. But again, just start with 30 seconds and only go as deep as you can comfortably. Now for the resting squat, we're going to start this out using a counter to hold on to. You'll sit down into a little bit of a squat, holding on to the counter to help you out, and then try to sink down as deep as you can. Now, once you get down into this position, it's a little bit easier to stay there. But getting there for the first time can be kind of difficult, getting through this mid-range bend. So use the counter as much as you need to sink down into that resting squat. And whatever position you can get to comfortably, then just hold it there. Take a few deep breaths. And try and relax down into it. And then again, you'll work on holding this for 30 seconds to start out. As you progress, use your hands less and less on the counter until you can eventually let go and do it without hands. And then you can start building up your time from 30 seconds to a minute or longer. And then alternate back and forth between the two exercises. So do 30 seconds of strength and stability in the horse stance, then sink down into the deep squat and do 30 seconds of stretching and mobility, then come back up to 30 seconds of strength, and then back down into 30 seconds of mobility and repeat that 3 times. If you do that for a month, I think you'll be surprised at how much younger your legs feel. And if you'd like more tips to improve your strength and mobility without the pain after 50, head to over50coach.com/subscribe. You can choose the topics that are most important to you, and I'll send you tips straight to your email, and it's absolutely free. But before you go, if you found this video helpful, make sure to give it a like, and if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel so you get notified by future videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.